guys, Joe Tunney here at the Seattle Auto Show, taking a look at the all-new 2015 Toyota Camry. A little background on the Camry. In 1970, Toyota had come out with a car called the Carina, a sporty sedan that was actually very successful around the world, but not sold in the United States. And they wanted to do something as an offshoot of that car, and so they had come out with the Celica. The names on that Carina is actually part of the stellar constellation Argo, if you remember the story of Jason and the Argonauts. The Argo was the boat that they used on their journey. Keeping in kind with their name philosophy, Celica is actually Solica, which means celestial body in Latin. And so the Celica does enormously well for Toyota, and by 1979 they want an offshoot of the Celica, and so they come out with the Celica Camry. And why the name Camry? Well, that goes back to their sedan names from the 50s. The Crown, which came out in 1955, was followed by the Corona, which means crown in Latin. It came out in 1957. Corolla, by the way, which came out in 1966, means small crown. And then Camry, which means, it comes from Kanmari, which is the Japanese word for crown, is where we stand now. And Toyota is certainly seeking to wear the crown for a #1 volume vehicle sold in the United States. And this Camry just very well might do it. It's a beautiful car. It's completely new for 2015, which is unusual because this car, actually, the prior generation only came out 3 years ago. So most manufacturers would be looking for a mild freshening. Toyota just says, no, we're doing a whole new car. And so the 2015, completely different than the 2014 and a half model. First use of half that I can recall since the 64 and a half Mustang. But whatever the case, they've got an all-new car on their hands. And although the mechanics are the same in this case, this is an XSE, so a 268 horsepower V6 engine, four-cylinder, still has 178 horsepower. Still enjoying 31 miles per gallon out on the open road is the V6. And then also 0 to 60 times near 6 seconds. So it's always been kind of a quick car, especially with the V6. Just the handling has been poor by today's modern comparisons. This car, actually, everything's completely different. Handles quite well. The steering, which was always very, very numb on Camrys, and it's a Camry. You just kind of roll your eyes and say, it's that kind of car. Well, it's not that kind of car anymore. It's dynamically far superior to its predecessor and handles much more like today's sports sedans and much less like yesterday's Camrys. Let's take a look at this particular car. Lane watch, pre-collision, there's a lot of modern amenities that are available on the 2015 Camry. But one of the things that's very distinctive, other than the exterior lines, which are all new, is the interior. The interior, particularly on the XSE, is so totally different than anything we've come to expect from Toyota before, especially from the Camry. Although it's a faux suede with genuine leather, it's actually a very grabby suede material, so it holds you like a sports bucket seat. And then the two-tone trim with the accent stitching, that theme carries through to the doors, to the shift accents, and to the center console, as well as the dash. And so it looks very sharp and very sporty without being over the top. Now, I've got the front seat pretty much as far back as it's going to get. And so let's jump into the back seat and take a look at how much space we have there. Now, not a ton of rear seat room. Definitely 2 adults could be very comfortable back here, maybe 3 kids. Now again, I do have this front seat pretty far back, and so if you're not 6 feet plus, you're not going to have the front seat all the way back this far, and you'd be enjoying more room. But I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, and actually I'm very comfortable in the back seat of this car. Plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room. It's a tiny bit snug, some of the proportions, but overall it's actually very, very comfortable. Let's take a look in the trunk. One of the nice features of the Camry is just that the trunk is so big. It's a very user-friendly car, and so one thing you forget on the test drive on a sunny Saturday, pretty much every car drives nice, and then you take it home and you think to yourself, hey, this car doesn't do all the things that I need it to do. That's not going to be the case with the Camry. It does everything that you need. Not only does it have the split folding rear seats, but even with the rear seats up, it has an enormous amount of trunk space. This is actually a fantastic family car, as well as being just a fun car for a single who just wants something cool that doesn't cost a ton of money. Taking a look at some of these beautiful lines, it certainly is a stylish car. Alloy wheels with a two-tone finish. It's a really nice touch. Now let's take a peek inside. Just about everybody has these nice integrated touchscreen navigation systems nowadays, and no different here from Toyota. It has everything as far as all your Bluetooth connectivity, and it has a beautiful N-Tune by JBL stereo system. Actually, it's a marvelous stereo system. For, again, a car that's not a ton of money, you're stuck in traffic and you at least want to enjoy the ride, and this is a car that you're definitely going to enjoy the ride in. I love these seats. They're so comfortable, so supportive, and so sporty by Camry standards. It's a great looking car inside. It's got a quality and a reputation that is second to none on the market. An all-new car for Toyota, and destined to potentially wear the crown as the #1 overall sales brand for 2015, and certainly going to be a big hit for Toyota. If you have any questions about this car, remember Honda of Seattle and Toyota of Seattle have quite a lot in common, same ownership, and soon to be in the same facility. If you have any questions about anything that is available at Toyota, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Or if you're interested in how Hondas and Toyotas maybe compare in some of the characteristics. Toyota's Camry and Honda's Accord are obviously arch rivals, have a lot in common, but some interesting differences that separate the two as well. If you'd like a little bit more information about either, don't hesitate to give me a call. My name is Joe Tunney, General Sales Manager at Honda of Seattle. You can call me anytime, 206-382-8800, or just drop me an email at joet@hondaofseattle.com.